trade with the 49ers for Jimmy Garoppolo, a move that would reunite Bill Belichick with his former quarterback of the future. Jimmy G had another underwhelming and injury-filled season with San Francisco last year, throwing 7 touchdowns, 5 interceptions while going 3-3 in 6 starts. So, Shannon, can you see this happening?
Yeah, sure, Skip, because there's not a whole lot of money invested in Cam, especially not the guaranteed money. Cam basically has $3.5 million guaranteed. A lot of the money that it could get up to $13, $14 million, Skip, is incentivized. So when I look at that, it's not like they got 35, 40 million tied up in Cam, like, oh, no, if we let Cam go, that's going to be $30 million dead money against the cap. Nah, it doesn't have that. So $3 million team, Skip, we just saw a team eat how much to get rid of Carson Wentz, how much to get rid of Jared Goff. So you know if they'll eat $30+ million, they'll eat $3.5 million.
Yep.
And as you said, as Jenny was talking about in the read, Jimmy G was the heir apparent. Coach Belichick thought so highly of this man, he was willing to get rid of Tom Brady after he had already won 5 Super Bowls. And said, you know what, I don't care if you win 5, this is the guy I believe that's going to be the future. And so he knows this offense. Josh McDaniels has worked with him before. So am I surprised? No. I think the only thing that's holding up the 49ers, Skip, there's no assurances that they can get a quarterback in this draft. Now, if they were probably in the 3rd spot, the 4th spot, they probably would have already traded him, because now I'm in position. I can get Trey Lance. I can get Justin Fields. I can get a quarterback to
Mac Jones.
Maybe Mac Jones. If I'm in that spot, Skip, if they top 5, top 6,
yep,
I feel they can get one of these quarterbacks, they would have already done this. But I'm not going to trade Jimmy G when I'm sitting in, the 9 or the 10 spot with no assurances I can get up to get one of these quarterbacks. So am I surprised? Man, you know how Coach Belichick is. Everybody says, every day you go to work, and if you don't work, you know Coach Belichick is looking to replace you. That's always going to be his MO. That's how he keeps everybody in line, because no one job is safe. And they say, hold on, that man let Tom Brady go. 6 Super Bowls, 3 MVPs, and he let him walk out the door. What you think he'd do to me, Skip? That's how Coach Belichick is able to keep everybody on the straight and narrow. So am I surprised by this? Absolutely not.
All right, bottom line to this discussion. In the end, I believe that Cam Newton would be better. Let's just do next year.
Yeah.
Cam Newton would be better next year for the New England Patriots than Jimmy G would be.
You believe that?
I believe it, because I can never quite be sold on Jimmy G, and I saw enough of Cam, as poor as his stats ended up being. I saw stretches from Cam last year that were pretty good. I saw a game at Seattle that was pretty great.
Buffalo.
I saw Buffalo, they were there, they had it, and he just couldn't hang on to the football in the final drive, final seconds of the game. There were 4 or 5 games when I thought, okay, that's pretty good. I'm not saying it was MVP 2015 Cam, but it was pretty good. It was better overall than I've seen Jimmy G ever be. And I know he had that one big, what was it, really 3 games, 2.5 games in place of Brady.
Okay, yeah.
And that's what sold Belichick, obviously. But when I look at Jimmy G's performance, it is wildly erratic. It is
it's the stock
highly
market.
inconsistent. It is. It's worse than the stock market. It is boom or bust, and there's a whole lot of bust in it.
But in between is he can't stay healthy.
He can't stay healthy because he's missed 23 games in 3 years. That's just too many. And there are stretches when he looks like Aaron Rodgers. He has that kind of ability and, as they say, arm talent. But there are also stretches when he's worst at Cam he's worse than Cam at his worst. And I hark back to when they needed him most. They were still in position in the 4th quarter of the Super Bowl where the San Francisco 49ers. And in that 4th quarter, he goes 3 of 11 with an interception for 36 total yards.
He gagged it off, Skip. I don't know what you want me to tell you. He gagged it off.
And did Patrick Mahomes ever get a break there?
Man, don't do that, Skip.
Well, he did. He got a break. But I'm going to stay off that and on this, because Jimmy G had a 3rd and 10 from the Kansas City 49 with 1:40 left. And we got to see it. I think we have it. It's my...
Is this the one, Emmanuel Sanders?
Yeah. Emmanuel Sanders breaks free. This is a touchdown, and he missed him by 5 yards.
Skip, he hit that play and they win the game. He's a hero forever.
Forever. This is it. This is the make or break play of Jimmy G's career.
Yes.
And, you know, he didn't underthrow it. He just way overthrew it.
That's when you're not confident, Skip. You're like, I just got to be. You can't miss him by that much, Skip. Even if you make Emmanuel go up to make a play.
Okay, maybe Patrick Mahomes then pulls it out of the fire in the final minute and 30.
Right.
But it could have won the Super Bowl.
Right.
That puts them ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
27-24. Patrick Mahomes has a minute and 34 seconds.
That is correct. So Jimmy G for his career, 51 touchdowns to 26 interceptions. Not bad.
Right.
But I can show you stretches when the QBR just goes in the toilet.
Yeah.
And his overall QBR for his career is 64, which is not great.
Skip, look, I've known Kyle Shanahan damn near his whole life.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a chip off the thing that would drive his dad crazy. His mistakes and not being available. And the two things that have played Jimmy Garoppolo is what, Skip? Mistakes and not being available. That's why they don't. This is the only reason. I mean, I agree with you. He has arm talent. But, Skip, I don't know. I mean, one game, I might get Aaron Rodgers. The next game, I get C.J. Beathard. Mm-hmm. Skip, I can't pay $28 million for that.
Yep, I agree. So would I believe that Belichick would be more comfortable with Jimmy G going forward? Yeah, because he raised him.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he want to be proven right.
He wants to be proven right.
Can you imagine, Skip, if he got to the playoffs with Jimmy G and was fortunate enough to get to a Super Bowl? Oh, Skip, it's over. He said, I told you. That might be the first time that Coach Belichick get up there and look into the camera and says, I told you.
Yep. So he signed Cam to a second contract that is no more than backup quarterback money. So he's not obligated to him financially.
Correct.
And I'm sure he would be just as happy to have Cam as his backup quarterback next year if he could land Jimmy G. Well, the only way he's going to land him is if he gets cut by the 49ers, which is, I think it's highly possible, because I think they want to go in a different direction. And I think they will figure out the draft. They will land one of those top 5 quarterbacks.
Well, Skip, they're in the 12 spot.
Yeah.
I don't know if 12.
Okay, but Mel Kiper has Mac Jones falling to Belichick at 15. Well, you don't think Kyle would take Mac Jones? I don't know what he thinks of him, but I would think he would take him.
I like Mac Jones.
Yep.
I think he's plenty athletic enough for that system. But like I said, if they were in the top, if they were say the top 5 or 6, because then you could really move. But if they were top 5, if they were really top 5, there's no question in my mind Jimmy G would already be gone, because they know they can get one of these quarterbacks.
Yep. So in the end, if I'm rooting against the Patriots, it's the old cliche of lesser of two evils, pick your poison.
Right.
I'm not sure I'm sold on either Jimmy G or Cam as a Super Bowl quarterback for the Patriots. So you can just 6 to 1, half dozen the other, as far as I'm concerned. But in the end, if you force me to pick one, I still say Cam will perform better than Jimmy G would next year.
I say Coach Belichick gonna have whomever the quarterback is in the playoffs. That's what I say.
Well, you said that with your Diet Mountain Dew.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm gonna get it back.
I have 2 swimming pools.
See, that's your problem, Skip. You could have just took your winnings and went home. But what do? You win a little bit of the house's money and you stay right there. And guess what? I'm the house. I'm going to get it back. I'm going to get all the dew that I lost to you. I'm going to get it back.
No, I've built the house, thanks to you.
You have a lot of due to make up for.
I get it back. I'm going to get it back.
Trying, wishful thinking. Skip, do you still have that Clippers jersey over there? Because here's the situation. That team in the basement, they are making moves. Are the Clippers now the team to beat in the West after acquiring playoff Rondo at the deadline? Let's hear from Chris Broussard after the break. I want his thoughts. Stick around.